them in the team fight, but it doesn't quite work out. Immortality Field goes down as well, and Sado already earned himself a shatter. Are they going to expect it? I'm not sure they are. Straight in the front, Hydration goes down, but Sado also ends up falling. Dante picking up 2 kills as Furioso falls. A bit over-aggressive from Fusion. They knew they had the shatter advantage, and Sado let it rip, but only managed to find one in his back, and Dante was left free to do damage in the back.
And I wonder how long Philadelphia is going to stay on this.
Sound barrier off on 6 people. Blaze's kept alive with the Immortality Field as Fury unfortunately drags him back in to his demise. And now the rest of Outlaws playing rather split here as Dante is able to jump into the back and kill 2 people with the help of Hydration. There's the shadow on the ground. Wasn't even needed, but hey ho, just swing for it anyway. Hydration with a nice dash. Sure he does. Carpe's going to sneak behind him. Now he hears him. The punch into the wall. The rising uppercut as well. The flashbang missed. There goes Carpe. Right into the back with the Meteor Strike is Blase. However, Immortality Field is going to save Alarm, but not from Dante. It was waiting around the sidelines for the entire time. Beat came through from Fusion as their last fight is imminent. 90% on the board, and Blase takes one as Astros turned it to jam up against the backboard. And Outlaws with 100-0, unless someone from Fusion can get back. I don't think so anymore as Hydration lays them all down. End up falling. Dante has been spotted. Yeah, you got hit with a hammer a couple of times. Now you're going to have to back off. Coalescence, though, is going to help Outlaws secure the point to start off.
Yeah, secure the point, and it's just the huge benefit of playing a Moira is that you're going to have ultimate up so much faster than everybody else. Philadelphia playing a much more poke composition and get 2 early on.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There's the Shadow, though. Can he actually kill Sado? There's a lot of healing for Sado. Raucus ends up finishing him off, but they are very much all dead at that point. Now the recap comes through. Fusion with a...
Try to bait out a wall because you don't want to get half your team cut off here. Wall comes out early.
Well, there you go. Nope. Bye-bye. Blizzard as well. Was that Blizzard from behind? I think it was. Yeah, it may have just been. Well, that's the team fight over. Goodbye, friends. Raucus has earned himself a Coalescence, though. Oh! Bye, Raucus. There you go.
Maybe a Doomfist ultimate into a Hulk combo. There's the ult.
Beautiful Coalescence, actually. It's going to help take out the Supercharger. Hammer goes straight down on Blase. That was a solo shatter too. Funny, Astro takes the kill as well. Takes the kill on Hydration also. Oh, that's a sad Supercharger. But Dante in the back is going to make use of it. That's 2 deads. Maybe they can get on the point now as long as they keep Dante alive. Fury is just running for his life, but manages to take him out regardless as Carp.
This level of play is single kill wins you fights.
Very early beat. Alarm is going to go down. Fusion can lose this fight, Hex, as Outlaws only have 22%. Meko finds 2. OT is here. Carpe at least finds 1 and adds another couple of percent to his ult charge, but that should just be it for the team fight. It's funny, Astro also falls. Outlaws are going to find the flip, but you see, Fusion there.
From this Blizzard if it comes in.
Yeah, I mean, they're a very, very long way from beat, I can tell you that right now. There's the Blizzard, High Noon at the back, and the window too. All things going on, but Sado's going to get more than safe. You see that Supercharger around the side of the corner as well, Hex. They can't do anything about it. Blase at least finds one, but Astro with the boop! Oh yes, that's what we like to see from our supports. Raucus and Blase booped off the map. Ults to spare for the Fusion as well. That should just be ticking over. Jexay is going to be able to stall for some more time, as well as the Wrecking Ball coming in. But Meko's going to have a very sore time against the May. Even Astro with the boop, just send it out. You might as well go straight in for the support first. Gills, can he get it? Dante is 1 HP. Oh, give it to Astro. Alarm stole it. Unlucky. Resurrection. That was so risky. They do manage to get Meko up, but at what cost, really? They're going to have to assassinate someone at this point to make the team fight worthwhile. They do just that, and Fury going down, and Dante in the backline taking care of Alarm. Blaze's left more than safe up in the air. Astro eventually finds the kills, but the rest of his team are already dead. Carpe comes back with a little bit of vengeance, killing off Raucus, but Jexay is here to heal the rest of the team. Fusion aren't quite so lucky as Carpe almost gets taken out, but somehow without support. Funny, Astro was diving around the point. Carpe was left to...
Setting that up now. Fury's on a different side of the map than his team.
He spots the Ana. There he is. Raucus! Oh no! Oh, he didn't see it coming. Fury gets slept, but it don't matter. The blinds are going to come out and kill Sado, though. Carpe is going to be able to unleash the Deadeye, but it's a bit of an odd angle. It's better off just to kind of stick yourself on the point. Jexay was able to get the res off with the help of his ultimate, but gets almost 5 tapped by Carpe, narrowly escapes death. This is a very slow, stalled out team fight, it feels like, but there's the Deadeye. Hydration goes down. They're slowly whittling away at Outlaws. Health bar. Nano, Blase in the back, gets flashbanged, already under 100 HP, has to back off. And all that meanwhile, Ivy was in the back, killing off Raucus. This is disaster for the Outlaws. They need to be able to get back. Someone needs to be able to pop off. It could just be down Blase even, but he gets taken out instantly by Astro. There it is. In a blink of an eye, Fusion will take the victory. Obviously quite famous for his Zenyatta, his most famous pick, I must say. And it's a wonder to see him back on it again. Already earning himself a Transcendence too. There's a Flux in the back line. Jexay, Repel end up going down, and a little bit more of a slow push from the Fusion, but decisive nonetheless.
Well, it's got that feeling of inevitability to it when you have an Ashe and double shields and you've got a Zenyatta in the backline. Eventually, you're going to poke in too much damage in its battle. A bobble, if you will.
A bobble. Wow. New phrase every single day. Beautiful stick by Carpe. That looked like it went into the ground, but still managed to catch the heel of Repel. And Carpe donking Dante in the head. Did you see that? I think he was tactical crouching actually on top of the car, and Linkster took him out. He also takes out Alarm. I'm not entirely sure if that was you dodging Carpe or just giving a little bit of disrespect. Regardless, Fusion are at least able to push on forwards now. A resurrection onto the Flux happening in the background. Alarm still holding onto this Transcendence as well. Good pick by Carpe. Another word, good pick by Hydrations. He does manage to get onto the payload. However, the Bob is going to help stall it out for the time being. Repel finding 2, and Carpe finds revenge. Regardless of how many kills your Carpe does end up getting on your team, it's a bit unfortunate when Meko and Hydration are keeping this payload alive.
Well, that's his 3rd kill in that team fight, but he was the aside from Bob, so I think Fury could be a great opening salvo here to try to get a Flux in. But speaking of openings, Carpe just makes one.
Guard the res, that's what he's done. Oh, the pokes bomb into Narnia. Didn't quite find anything, but that would have been a highlight clip and a half. He did. Dante ends up going down to the Flux, and that will send Jexay high in the sky as well for Sado just to play Duck Hunt with, as the rest of Outlaws falling. One Flux can do it, and Alarm still holding on to this Transcendence. Nice little dynamite. Repel doesn't stand a chance. Shadow gets healed up rather fast. Immortality Field did fall, but hey, that's all that really did happen. Now Carpe's in the back. He's in the back line trying to kill Repel on easy kill with the dynamite following up. That's what I talked about before, Hex. They go on fire and Carpe just finishes them off. Hydration and Carpe end up swapping places. Carpe with the Pulse Bomb too, throws it on out. He didn't even need it in 1 minute. Miracle to kill Hisu here, as the Immortality Field do come out. At least Linkster was able to create a little bit of space, killing off Carpe. Window on the sidelines as well helps take down Fury, as they do make their way onto the point.
Yeah, a lot of resources had to be devoted to trying to make sure that their Ashe didn't die, and that's what you have to do as Houston, is take advantage of...
No Immortality Field available anymore, but Hydration gets chunked out and instantly killed. Did you see the Discord orb there? Yeah. Oh, the Bob be popping the shield! Oh, Linkster's Bob is going to take the dub, I think. Oh, no one did. They actually timed out before either of them got kills. Alarm, though, comes back with 2. Linkster and Jexay end up falling. That's what you want to see from your Zen. Oh, boy, do I miss playing him.
Can you win this? Can you win this, though? It's not a 1v1 anymore.
Oh, Dante!
He had Orisa there, too.
He slid right past him. It's like, not even the little quiff on Tracer's hair was visible. Now Carpe's coming up on the back. Will Linkster get 1 clip? That's the question.
But
whoa, no, it doesn't matter, actually, because the payload end up getting capped. Yeah, meanwhile, on the payload, the Outlaws were able to cap it with a little bit of a greater time bank, in fact, than Fusion did.
Yeah, I mean...
Beautiful nade in the front line, too.
Carpe wins the hide-and-seek comp. Window comes up at some point in time. Hydration gets abused, though, so maybe you don't go in just yet. I think the window's going to come down right in front of Linkster. They've been making sure Linkster has no excuse to not just dominate this map, whether it be the Mercy or the Baptiste amplification matrix. Oh!
Dearie me. Oh, Carpe. That was unfortunate. Didn't quite get the melee. I'll tell you what was the problem there for Houston, right? Was, oh, what is that? They're trying to, like, defend at this situation and stop Carpe from doing anything. Meko does get nano boosted, lifts already up into the sky with the Flux and manages to take out Fury. Alarm being the man of the hour once again, kills off Linkster, but Dante in the back, making sure the back line have something to pay attention to. 30 seconds now remains. Philly can stall this one out. If they do get it, well, if they do send it to OT, they get a free attack. But Dante is going to spawn camp them at the doors. A Transcendence to save their lives for the time being. And Astro on his old faithful Lucio to get back to the point as well. Now 20 seconds remains. This looks almost inevitable that they're going to get a free attack at this point, as Dante ends up going down as well, Hex.
It's an enormous kill because Dante was carrying, and there's the second kill. They changed to the stall heroes, but the support ultimates came in so big.
Hisu again! Dynamite kill onto Hydration, then a headshot onto Repel and Jexay. He ends up going down, but he was playing frontline that whole time. This is it. Fusion get a free attack, if they can even cap. Outlaws aren't going to be able to get to the back to the payload. Dante gets taken out by Alarm. Alarm is just such a Chad. Hisu as well, just defending it with his life. This is just immovable. Like you said, Hex, an iceberg. It's not just that comp, it's the entire Philadelphia Fusion roster refuse to move off the payload. They end up
cleaned up and dispatched rather easily are the Houston Outlaws, unless there's the biggest play ever from Dante, and he gets a start on it. He gets Hisu very early on. Hydration comes back in, and this one is on the brink, but Houston not giving it up just yet. They've got 4. They're at least trying to get ultimates out. They do get 2 ultimates out. Alarm gets knocked to the roof by that Bob, and now Fury goes down after he used his Flux. Houston, against all odds, seems to be holding on to this one.
Dante already goes down, and rather strong street for the Fusion, although this Bob is going to be able to create a whole lot of space, but Sado ends up falling. Outlaws not out of this series just yet, as Repel uses the Transcendence to keep everybody alive and well, but with Lynx falling, that's a whole bunch of their damage now missing. The Fusion,
all of it to be
on their offense,
accurate,
should be able to cap it now, you'd think.
And it was just solving the problem that was Dante. Dante had the carry in the first fight. I'm sure you were watching as Tracer just absolutely went nuts. But Philadelphia now has their own Tracer come to life as Carpe gets a couple of kills. They will capture that final third of the map.
At this point, to try and save it, Linkster was able to earn himself a Bob in that fight, but the Flux in the back line is going to help clean up the damage that Carpe already did. There's 2 people dead. Make that a 3rd. Fury finds 3, and the Outlaws go back to spawn, and the Fusion are going to be able to cap 2nd point. Oh, Dante's alive. Nope, there we go. 2nd point is theirs. 2 minutes and 29 seconds for that. Yeah, Carpe trying to get something done, but you see that instant recall. Posmon gets thrown on him past the window. Actually forced Sado to come out past it and past his own shield too. 2 ticks have been acquired already as Alarm and Hisu end up going down. This should just be an easy 3rd. Outlaws coming alive in the 3rd map of this series. Remember, neither Fusion or
Philadelphia's giving up a lot of ground here.
They are, but look at Hydration. I think got booted forward with the rock there and just landed in Hisu's sights. There's the Flux, and a Transcendence actually committed by Outlaws. 2 big ultimates now not available as they didn't find anything with that incoming Flux.
No.
And they're just going to get cleaned up by Carpe now.
And now it is completely swung in the opposite direction too, as Alarm, I think, would love to save this Transcendence. He's going to be capable of doing just...
Fortunate for him, but he'll be alright. This Harmony Orb is going to be able to save him. A double tap. You look at that. The like for like and the like for like. Hisu taking out Linkster, Repel taking out... Oh, sorry, Alarm taking out Repel. And then Alarm even doing more damage. Nice little one-shot onto Dante there with the help of that Discord Orb. And the cleanup is all they needed. I will say, though, Hex, Outlaws do have 1 saving grace here, and that is going to be backing him up into that pulse bomb as well. Luckily, Meko doesn't end up going down and can't be eventually forced away. Dante tried to find the kill, but Link's trying to finishing him off. And now the Flux comes up big. But look at that! An instant cancel, but it don't matter anyway. That Transcendence was there to save him. 1 minute remains for the Outlaws to push this 2nd point. They got 2 ticks. Can they claim a 3rd? Alarm gets instantly taken care of by Linkster as he comes back onto the point, and even a Bob on the field as well. Almost impossible for Fusion now to get back on without taking a billion damage. Dante's going to be able to finish a couple of people off, make that a 3rd in fact. Earns himself a pulse bomb, but doesn't need it. 1 minute in the time bank now for the X. They don't have a lot. They need a pick now, or it should just be all over. I mean, ideally you keep Sado alive and you actually focus him. Dante's doing just that, but the healing output and Fury just making sure he's well shielded is way too much for them to deal with. Now he goes down eventually to a melee, and a stick from Dante as well! Oh, the Immortality field just to manage to save him, but that could just be the pick that they need. Someone has to kill Dante, otherwise this could go in Outlaws' favor, regardless of them losing Linkster. I say that as Hisu on the back takes care of him, doesn't even scope in, doesn't need it, and Carpe is back in on to the 1st point, all the way from spawn. There's the Flux. Hex, it's done, mate. It's all over. There's no way you can fight that as soon as Dante went down. Oh, the dynamite. He's got recall though. Yeah, he's good for the time being. Jexa knows he's there. Ends up backing off. Repel's going to be on top of him as well. Dante, you're not going to get that duel, unfortunately, because Fury ends up taking him out. Lynx is going to go down as well, or at least fall down to sub 10 HP. And now it's just the slow whittling away at the health bars. Lynx are almost low. Carpe almost gets deleted, but no. Alarm and Hisu are going to be there. That's going to be it. The Fusion taking this series 3-0. Outlaws couldn't quite find their map. And at least Philadelphia...